Hello and welcome back to the Organ Makers channel. We're going to continue with the Adirondack Trio build, and this is building the Footstool. This one requires some templates that I'm laying out now, and you can kind of see the grid pattern on this. This is done a long time ago, before computers and all that stuff. We're actually laid out the grid and scaled up from a drawing from the plans, which you can kind of see on the table over there from the new Yankee Workshop. So I'm modifying these to be a little sturdier, so the wood is a lot thicker than originally. Now if I can get a straight cut in here, I'm going to use the miter saw to do that, and the angle I set is pretty close to the fence being in line, and I'm just kind of eyeballing it from there. There's a opposing angle, it's like 5.5 degrees. So I set the gauge to that and set my saw to that, and I'm kind of laying it out and going, this cut's a little sketchy, so I'm going to transfer my lines to the other side where I can use the meat of that first cut to cut that opposing angle. And that's at the top of the leg where the first slat is, so it's not directly 90 degrees, it has a little cant to it, so when your legs rest on it, it doesn't cut the circulation off. This is where I would have showed you how I cut it on the bandsaw, but I think you all know how a bandsaw works. I also took that front piece and beveled that at 5.5 degrees. I'm kind of showing that it's not square, doesn't really focus that well. But then when I put the square here on the leg, you can see it kind of rocks back and forth. And that's that 5.5 degree angle. So using my handy little tool to mark out where I'm going to put the screws, because I like to have my screws straight, I do it on the drill press and then back to assemble them. This is kind of a hard one to hold, so I get the old-fashioned screw clamps, kind of resting it on the pin of that first clamp just to kind of give it some purchase there, and going to glue it with construction adhesive again, and stainless steel screws. Get one side in, making sure that that part that I beveled was down to match the angle there. And I'm hitting this, I just countersunk that front portion, but because I'm going into ingrain, I'm also drilling it before I screw it, just to be safe there. I don't want to split that. So I get those two done and clean up the construction adhesive, squeeze out. And then I'm going to do the legs. So I've got a template for the legs for the chair that show where the carriage bolts go. When I first built these, I didn't use carriage bolts, I just used screws. And then I had people over, and somebody sat on the footstool like a chair because there just wasn't enough seating. And I just kind of cringed at, if this thing collapses, it wouldn't be very cool. So this version, I'm going to use carriage bolts. And they're stainless steel carriage bolts. Construction adhesive again, and I'm lining up the top, and nutting, or there's a washer and a stainless steel nut, and just kind of getting these snug, to sink the head. And I basically sink the head and then sink the washer on the other side, and then clean up the goop. And then I just use my flush trim saw to saw off the top of the leg, to follow the contour of the leg. Now I'm going to batch drill all the slats. So I set up a little fence and stop block on the drill press and drill them all out. Definitely worth, it just looks so much better at the end when you have all the screw holes lined up perfectly. So construction adhesive again. I've got the little spacer there that I used to space the slats. I'm going to use that to do the overhang on the front. And my little layout tool is giving me the offset there to center it. And yeah, just using the spacer. I'm putting a little construction adhesive each way we go, and when I line them up, just putting a little mark there so I know where to put the construction adhesive. I had to adjust the offset because now I'm not on the front leg, I'm just on the down legs, I guess we can call them. Just cruising on through with jamming this out. I had one board that was kind of darker than the rest. I said, oh, I don't want to bury it at the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of put it somewhere in between. And again, these will gray out. These will all be the same color in about a year. And there's a visit from Bailey. In real quick. And then up to plugging all the screw holes. So my technique, like I've told you in the table build, I just like draw a circle with the glue bottle, make sure the glue gets down on all sides of the hole, and then align the grain up best I can with the plugs and hammer them in. Just kind of going to let the glue set. Not very long, pretty much the time it takes to glue the other side before I start to saw them all off again. I think for outdoor furniture that the plug screw hole looks so much better. Plus, if you've ever sat in an outdoor chair with exposed screws on a sunny day and you get a little 1/4 inch circle burn on the back of your thighs, it's not very cool. It'll look pretty good. So again, the glue's just kind of scummed up before I slice all these things off. And I just get a clean piece of wood and run my saw through it, and that cleans the blade up really good. And a little hammer trick. And then there was 2. And that's how we made it.